team, and certainly all about experience. Alexandra Nazarova and Maxim Nikitin from the Ukraine.
Good edge work, rise and fall on the knee. Lots of power coming from little movement. Strong on the diagonal. Dynamic in the lift. How many stop points can you get in 6 seconds? Not many more than that. Yes, pushing forward on the twizzles. Good speed. Not free and comfortable on the passo. It was okay. Oh, very, very tight in the hold.
Well, a little nervy in places and perhaps a little rough around the edges, but they made it through. And it's Alexandra and Maxim, remember, competing in their first European Championships. So very, very well done to them, and perhaps a team for the future.
Yes, they attacked it, and certainly the power they've got and the edge work was demonstrated by the first half of the routine. Much more for them. It suits them to have the open skating again. It's kind of, they're trained by Alexander and Oleg there, and it's the Russian way. They love to be more open, they love to be faster. You constrain them into a traditional dance hold and put them into that compulsory dance area, and it is not as comfortable. You're driving and you have to work with your partner. There's an empathy, it's a softness, and he was driving to keep it going, and that can show as tension, and it did a little bit in that section, but they couldn't have given it any more than they got, than they did, and lots of speed. The twizzles were good. Here is right at the opening, the side-by-side step sequence, not allowed to touch. And you see, it's the rise and fall on the knee which keeps the power going. You could skate round all day on one foot without putting the other down, if your muscles would stand up to it, just by rising up and down on the knee. Couldn't you, Chris?
Well, you'd have to use your edges as well.
Well,
you wouldn't go anywhere if you went up and down your knee.
That's what I mean. You kind of shape from one side to the other. There's that lift. Very daring. And the twizzles.
just a little bit nervous to me. Didn't look as though he was really letting the skates run. And I'll tell you, there's something that struck me as well, Nikki. It looked as though they'd really been working on the key points of the Paso Doble and that sequence, the partial step sequence. And to me, they looked like the 3 key points in both sections. They were forcing the edges rather than letting the skates run. It looks as though they were really trying to make a point on those key points. Whether they get them or not will remain to be seen, but it did look forced to me.
Yes, and that force comes over as tension, and actually when you're with your partner, it's a real battle. And they think you're doing it wrong, and you think they're doing it wrong.
Yes. Yeah, I can imagine.
But it's the man that's always wrong.
Yeah, a bit like commentary, isn't it?
Absolutely.
So there we go, 6th place with a 54.66.